Hi everyone, it is Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. Today I have a jump board class for you. It is going to be a cardio workout, so expect to be jumping most of class. We are going to use a ball for a prop today. So go ahead, grab a ball. You can just set it to the side for now. We're gonna start on one heavy spring on your reformer, and then once you get on that heavy spring, foot bars are down, jump boards are in, and then we're just gonna go ahead and lie ourselves down. Once we lie down, we are going to start with our feet just right onto the jump board. We're going to settle right into our neutral spines, and we're going to begin with just a quick ab series just to warm ourselves up. So I'm going to reach behind me, grab my straps into my hands, short loops, and then once I grab a hold of my short loops, my arms are just going to go straight up to the ceiling. My hands are right over my shoulders, knees are going to go up into a tabletop position, and my legs zip together. We're starting with ab curls. So on an exhale, I'm going to press my arms down, nod my chin to my chest. I'm curling right up to my brow line, and then I'm inhaling to return back down with control. Again, I'm exhaling to press and curl myself up into that abdominal curl, and then I'm inhaling to return back down with control. Holding, as always, my neutral spine the entire time. My legs are staying zipped together. Should feel a little lighter than what you're used to with this just single heavy spring. Exhale again as we press curl. Inhale to return back down with control. Let's go ahead and do 3 more. And then last one. Now, once I come up on this one, I'm going to hold myself up into my curl. On an inhale, I'm going to reach my right leg out over my jump board. Exhale to pull that right knee in. Inhale, left leg extends. Exhaling as I pull back in. Again, inhale to extend. Exhale to pull back in. Holding my neutral spine, holding my curl the entire time. Engaging my obliques as I pull each leg back in. Inhale, reach. Exhale to pull back in. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Now we're going to stay up into our curl. We're going to inhale, reach both legs out over those jump boards. Exhale, pull both knees back in. Inhale, reach both legs out. Exhale, pull back in. I'm drawing my abs into my back as I pull my knees back into that tabletop position. Again, inhale to extend. Exhale to pull. Let's go ahead and do 3, 2, and then last one. Once I come in, arms are up, heads down. I'm going to relax my feet back down out in front of me. And then we're going to do one more thing for our warm up. Arms are going to be straight up to the ceiling again. Knees go back up into my tabletop position. Legs are zipped together. The next time I press and curl myself up, I'm going to hold again up into my curl. I'm going to rotate my palms towards each other. We're going to do single leg stretch. So as I open my arms out to a T, my right leg reaches out away from me. As I press my palms to my hips, I pull that right knee back in. Left leg out as I open. Exhale, pull back in. Inhale and exhale again. Think firing up those obliques. If the necks are an issue, heads can always go down. Let's go for one more with the right leg, one more with the left. Last one on that left. And then we're gonna go out and in with both legs, double leg stretch. Inhale out, exhale, drawing the abs in as we pull the knees back in. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Arms up, head down, relax the feet, and then we can just give ourselves a little stretch. Now we are going to hang our straps back up onto the pegs. Once we hang our straps up, we're going to hold our neutral spines. I'm going to bring my arms just nice and long on my side. My right foot is going to stay on the jump board. Left knee is just going to go up into a tabletop position. We're going to do 10 jumps with the right leg, 10 jumps with the left leg. So when we're ready, we're going to exhale, jump, inhale, land, exhale out, inhale back again. 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Our left knee just stays in our tabletop position the entire time. Exhale, inhale. I have 4 more on my right leg. Again, holding my neutral spine the entire time. Then I'm switching to 10 on the left, right knee in my tabletop position. Exhale out, inhale back. Again, holding that neutral, sacrum is heavy, pelvis just stays nice and still. I'm halfway there. All right, we have 3 more. 2 and 1. Now, once I come back in, I'm gonna pause with my carriage all the way in. Now, when we jump out next, we're gonna grab onto the posts that hold onto our shoulder blocks. So we're gonna jump out, grab onto those posts. We should be kind of halfway back. The shoulder blocks are kind of in the way for this one, so feel free to adjust your shoulders as needed. I have my elbows open out like halfway, so not super wide, not super narrow, about halfway out. Knees are in my tabletop position, neutral spine still. I'm gonna pull myself up, extend my arms, pull up, extend 10 times. Exhale, pull. Inhale as I extend in. I can't get into a full extension just again because my shoulder blocks are in the way. I have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm gonna come all the way back in. Arms are gonna go back down to my sides. Now, my right foot is gonna be on the jump board again. My left leg is gonna go straight up to the ceiling. 10 right, 10 left. Now, when we finish those 10 jumps on the left, we're gonna grab onto the post again and we're gonna go back into those 10 pull-ups. So left leg straight up to the ceiling, right foot on the jump board, 10 singles. Exhale out, inhale back. Out and in. Again, left leg just stays straight up towards the ceiling. I have 4 more. 2, and then last one, I'm gonna switch to the left leg. Right leg should be straight up to the ceiling. Exhale out, inhale back. Again, holding my neutral spine the entire time. I'm halfway there. Again, when I finish my last one, I'm gonna grab onto these posts. 3, 2, okay, ready? Last one, hands back, grab onto those posts. Knees are in a tabletop position. Pull up 10 times. Exhale, pull, inhale, extend. Again, we can't get fully extended with those arms just because, again, the shoulder blocks are in the way. Okay, I have 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna carefully land back in. All right, we're gonna grab our balls. Once we grab our balls, the right foot is gonna be on the jump board again. The ball is gonna go underneath our left knee. When we get it underneath our left knee, I'm gonna take my hands behind my head. I'm curling up into an abdominal curl. I'm gonna jump out 10 times with my right leg. When I do so, I'm gonna rotate my right elbow to my left knee. Every time I land, I go center. So we're adding in a little oblique. So ready? 10 times. We jump out with the right leg, we rotate to the left, we land center, jump, rotate, land center. Again, think right elbow to the left knee. Exhale out, inhale back. You're holding your curl the entire time. Rotation should be coming right from the bra line. I have 2 more and 1. Okay, then I'm gonna switch underneath my right knee. Hands behind the head, ready? 10 times. Jumping out with the left leg, rotating to the right. Exhale out, inhale back. I have 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now once I come back in, I'm gonna pause in. The ball's gonna go in between both knees. I'm gonna jump back, grab those things that hold on to your straps. Knees are in a tabletop position, neutral spine. Arms are gonna stay here. Ready? I'm gonna dip my toes down to the springs, scoop into my low abs to lift. Inhale, dip the toes. Exhale, lift. Again, I'm holding my neutral spine. My elbows are staying bent. Inhale, dip, scoop into those low abs to pull the knees back up into that tabletop position. Dip down, scoop to lift. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let go. Feet are gonna land back on that jump board. This time, ball is gonna be in the right hand. Right foot is gonna be back on the jump board. Left leg's gonna go up to the ceiling. When we jump, the ball is gonna go underneath our left leg into our left hand. We're gonna land back with the right foot, and then we're gonna switch underneath the left leg back into the right hand and switch. So we're gonna do still singles on the right 10 times. Left leg is up to the ceiling. I'm gonna curl up into an ab curl. Ready? Arms are open out to a Y. We jump, we go underneath the left leg. We're just alternating under the left leg, right hand and left hand. Exhale out, inhale back again, holding your ab curls. Okay, last one, we finish with it in the right hand, and then we're gonna land back in, right leg straight up to the ceiling. Left hand has the ball, ready? Jump to the right hand, jump to the left. Again, we're just alternating hands. Left leg out and in. Right leg, stay straight up to the ceiling. Exhale out, inhale back. I have 3, 2, and 1. It's back in my left hand, I come back in. Ball goes in between our ankles. We're gonna jump back again, grab onto the posts that hold our straps. Elbows are bent, neutral spines. Legs go straight up to the ceiling. Lower both legs down to a challenging level. Scoop into your low abs, lift 10 times. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Again, I'm holding my elbows bent. I'm maintaining my neutral spine down. Scooping in to my low abs again to lift my legs back up. I have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bend the knees, carefully come back in. Then once we come back in, we're gonna go ahead and take the ball into both hands. I'm gonna push my legs out. I'm coming into my Pilates V. So heels are together, toes are turned apart. My feet are a little higher than halfway. So my heels are almost like halfway on my jump board here. The ball is gonna go right to my pubic bone, and we're gonna do roll ups. I'm gonna take an inhale here first. On an exhale, I nod my chin to my chest. I'm scooping into my abs. I'm gonna roll that ball all the way to my toes. If you need help, you can use your hands. We're gonna tuck our pelvises, and we're gonna roll that ball all the way back down. Now, most likely you're gonna need to shimmy in and out of your shoulder blocks for this. Again, I'm gonna exhale, nod my chin to my chest, scoop into my abs, roll the ball up towards my toes, take an inhale here. Exhale, I'm gonna roll back down, tuck my pelvis, roll down one bone at a time. Shimmy in and out of those shoulder blocks. Again, if you need help, you can use your hands. It does help to have the feet a little lower. That makes it a little easier if you need to have your feet go a little lower. We are going to do 2 more. On the last one, we're gonna stay at the top. Inhale at the top. Exhale to roll back again. Shimmy in and out of those shoulder blocks. Last one. Now when I get to the top, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna make sure that my sits bones are fully supported on the carriage. The ball is gonna go right behind my back. I'm not like cramming it in there. I'm just nicely putting it in between my back and the carriage. Still in my Pilates stance. Hands are gonna hold on to the 2 front corners of my carriage. I'm gonna bend my knees to come back in. Again, my butt is fully supported by the carriage. I'm in a J curve, so I have a nice tuck in my pelvis. Jumping out 10 times here. Exhale out, inhale back, out, in. Think, draw your abs in to your backs. When we're here, keep this tuck. Don't rely on the ball. Think core is working to hold you here, not the ball. I have 3, 2, and 1. All right, now once we come back in, we're gonna pause in. We can take our hands to the jump board. We're gonna do one more thing, adding in a little rotation of our spine. So now we're gonna reach the arms out. We're still in our Pilates V. 10 times. When we jump out, I'm gonna open my right arm, rotate to the right, land center, jump, rotate left, and center. Exhale right, inhale back, rotation should be coming right from the bra lines. Exhale out, inhale back, out, and in. We have 2 more. Last one. And in, feel free to grab on and give yourselves just a nice little stretch. So legs long, grab onto the jump boards and stretch. Now, we're gonna just take a quick break from jumping. I'm gonna set my ball to the side. We're gonna stay on this heavy spring. Now, I'm going to stand on my reformer, facing my shoulder blocks. Hands are gonna go onto my shoulder blocks. I'm gonna take my right toes, balls, my feet to the very top of my jump board. I'm gonna push out, step my left foot back, and we're in a plank. Legs long, abs in, butts are down. The arms are gonna push the carriage away. Arms are gonna bring it in, arms out, arms in. 8 more times. Push, resist, push, resist. Exhale out, inhale back. We have 3, 2, 1. Okay, now hold the shoulders underneath you. Tuck your pelvis. Hike your hips for a pike. And then we push out. Exhale, tuck, pike. Inhale out again. 8 more times. Scoop into your abs to lift the hips up and down. I'm gonna go 4, 5, woohoo, 2, and 1. Okay, carefully come down onto your reformers. And then we are going to do one more thing. We're just gonna give ourselves a quick little break. We're gonna do 10 of the next thing. We're gonna go right elbow, left knee, center, left elbow, right knee, center. So we're gonna do a little crisscross oblique movement. Hands are on the shoulder blocks. Again, I'm gonna stand on my carriage first. I'm gonna take my right foot to the jump board, push out, left foot on, find that plank. Okay, ready? Right knee, left elbow, center, left knee, right elbow, center. The pelvis will shift. Find that jump board every time you get back. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, come on down. I'm gonna go ahead, put my headrest all the way down. So if you do have your headrest up, just put them down. Add on 1 light spring with your heavy. So 1 light spring with that existing heavy. We're gonna stay kneeling on our reformer, facing our straps. This time, hands are gonna be in front of our shoulder blocks on the outside of our headrest rather than on the shoulder blocks. Right foot is on the jump board, left knee down onto the carriage. We're gonna jump out 10 times with the right leg. Exhale out, inhale back, out, in. Every time I jump out, I give my right leg just a little kick up towards the ceiling, and that's gonna fire up my glute max a little more. I have 3, 2, 1, and then I'm back in. Left foot on the jump board, right knee down 10 times. Little kick up every time we jump out and in. Exhale and inhale. Eyes should be looking down to the floor, and we're lengthening through the crown of our head. I have 2 and 1. Whew, okay, land back in, and then we're just gonna sit ourselves off to the sides. Now, personally, I'm gonna go a little heavier for this next round of jumps. I'm gonna do 1 heavy and 1 medium spring. I'm going to take off the light. If you wanna stay lighter for your legs, you can stay with 1 heavy, 1 light. Again, I'm going heavier, 1 heavy, 1 medium. I'm gonna lie back down onto my reformer. And then once I get down, whew, okay, we're gonna take our feet onto the jump board. They're going to be parallel with each other. They should be about a fist distance or that sits bone distance away. Again, finding our neutral spines. We're gonna do 10 jumps here with our feet being parallel. So we're exhaling out, inhaling back. Change the springs as needed. I'm drawing my abs in towards my back every time I jump out. I have 3, 2, 1, and then I'm landing back in. Okay, next time we jump out, we're moving into jumping jacks. So feet are going to stay parallel. When we jump, we're gonna land with our feet wide. Then the next time we jump, we land with our feet back center parallel. Every time you jump out, that is one jump, okay? So 10 jumping jacks, every time we jump, that's one. So we're gonna jump out, land wide, that's one. Jump out, land center, that's two. Jump out, land wide, three. Jump out, land wide, or center, that's four. 5, 6, 7, 9, and we should land back center. Okay, now once we come back in, we're gonna pause in. I am gonna take my straps off just because they're making a ton of noise here. Okay, we're gonna stay parallel and jumping jacks. We're going back into parallel for 8 jumps now. Right after that, we're gonna do jumping jacks 8 times. So 8 parallel, then 8 jumping jacks. Exhale out, inhale back, out. And again, legs are just parallel, neutral spines. Exhale out, inhale back. I have 3, 2, 1. Okay, now jumping jack. So I jump out, land wide, jump out, land center. Jump out, land wide, jump out, land center. 8 times. That's 5 for me, 6, 7, and 8. I should land center. Okay, now we're doing that same series, but 6 of everything. So parallel 6 times, jumping jack 6 times. Let's go. Exhale out, inhale back. Okay, jumping jacks for 6. And then once we finish that last one, we pause in. Same series, parallel jumping jacks, 4 of everything. Ready? Out for 4, 3. Then jumping jacks for 4. All the way back in. Pause. Our last round, our 2s. Parallel for 2. Ready? Out and in. Last one. Jumping jacks, 1, 2, and then we're in. Okay, feel free to stretch our legs. We are going to bring our carriages all the way back in. I'm gonna sit off to the sides, or the side. I'm gonna grab my ball. It's gonna go right into my headrest. We're gonna do some sideline jumps. I'm gonna take off my medium spring and I'm gonna go back to 1 heavy and 1 light. Now, I would usually have people on 1 heavy spring instead of a heavy and a light. Again, I wanna go a little more work for my legs and my glutes today, so I'm gonna go 1 heavy, 1 light. If you just wanna do 1 heavy, you can do 1 heavy. I'm gonna lie on my right side. Head is on the ball. And then once we get here, hips should be stacked, shoulders should be stacked on top of each other. Left foot is on the jump board, right leg is relaxed. This left foot should be parallel. We're gonna do 10 parallel jumps, 10 externally rotated jumps, and then 10 internally rotated jumps. So 10 parallel, 10 external where we point up to the ceiling, 10 internal where we point to the floor. Parallel for 10. Ready? Exhale out, inhale back. Squeeze your butt every time you jump out. This is 8 for me. And then 10 parallel. So toes, knees point up to the ceiling, hips stay stacked in that external rotation. Then 10 internal. Toes, knees point to the floor. Okay, then once you finish those, you can pause with your carriages all the way back in. We're gonna flip onto our backs first. And then first a figure 4 stretch. So left ankle, right knee. You can push your left knee out away from you if you wanna stretch a little deeper into that left piriformis. Hold, breathe. breathe, get that heart rate down for a second. Okay, then we're gonna flip over to the other side. So lying on that left side, right foot is on the jump board, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Again, parallel first for 10, then externally rotated for 10, then internally rotated for 10, and then we're done with the sideline series. Exhale away, inhale back. 10 parallel. I'm on to my external for 10. Toes, knees should be pointed up to the ceiling. Then internally rotated for 10. Last one. Okay, all the way back in, flip onto my back. I'm just gonna take my ball out, set it to the side. We're done with them. Right ankle, left knee, figure 4 stretch. Again, you can push your right knee out away from you. We can breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, then I'm gonna uncross my legs, sit to the left side of my reformer, take off that light spring. So we're back onto just one heavy spring. And then once we're back onto that single heavy, again, we set off to the left side. I'm gonna take both hands on my jump board. My right foot is gonna go back to the shoulder block. And then when I'm standing on my left foot, my hip is right over my ankle. I'm gonna push my right leg all the way out, hold. So both legs are gonna be long to start. I'm gonna bend my left knee to sink into a lunge. My right leg stays long. I'm gonna start to extend my left leg. When I do so, I'm gonna tuck my pelvis round through my spine to lift my left foot off the floor. And I'm gonna carefully set it back down and go into a lunge. So as I extend my left leg, I'm gonna tuck my pelvis round through my hips to scoop into my abs to lift the foot straight up off the floor and straight down. So we're going straight up. When that foot goes down on the floor, it should end up in the same spot that it started. Let's do 3. Think really tuck around like a cat. And 1. Okay, then once we come in, I'm gonna set my knee down, set my left foot a little further forward. I'm gonna push out with my right leg, push out with my left. I'm gonna hold that lunge, whatever feels best in my body. Okay, then that carriage is coming all the way back in. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So left foot is back, right foot is on the floor. Again, hip is right over the ankle. I'm gonna push the carriage out with my left leg. I'm gonna bend my right knee to sink into a lunge. Then when I start to extend my right leg, I'm gonna tuck round, lift my foot off the floor, back into a lunge. Tuck, scoop round, and then back into a lunge. Again, I wanna think I'm rounding through my spine as much as possible. And I'm using my core to lift my foot off the floor and trying not to use a ton of momentum. So scoop round, lift, lower. Let's do 4. And find that kitty cat back. 3. And 1. Okay, set the knee down. I'm gonna set my right foot a little further forward, press the carriage away, hold. Again, whatever feels best. If you wanna grab onto the frame, you can. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, then our carriages come all the way back in. We're gonna go to 2 heavy springs for feet in straps. And I'm gonna make mine a little heavier today. I'm gonna add on that light spring, so I have 2 heavies and a light spring on. You can stay with 2 heavies if you'd like, or you can add on that light with me to make it a little heavier. We're gonna lie ourselves down. Just make sure your straps are hung up. And then once we get down, we're gonna reach behind us and grab our long loops. They're gonna go right onto our feet. Now, once we get our long loops on, the legs are gonna go up just as high as we can hold our neutral spines. Headrest can be up or down, that is up to you. Feet are gonna be parallel, legs are zipped together. We're just gonna do leg circles. I'm gonna press my legs down, open them wide out to the sides to circle around and back up. I exhale to lower, and I inhale to circle around and back up. Sacrum is heavy, pelvis, again, just stays nice and still. Down, around and up. Getting that movement, just come right from the head of the femur in that hip socket. All right, we're gonna do 2 more. Last one. Then once we come back up, pause, and then reverse. We're gonna open wide, rest down around, zip the legs together, and then we're hinging at the hips again to come back up again, maintaining that neutral spine the entire time. Should feel our adductors working to zip the legs back together. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 more. And then last one. Okay, now once we come back up, pause. Low backs can go flat. I'm gonna tug on my ropes, just give them a nice little pull, stretch out my hamstrings here. And then I'm gonna go bottoms of the feet together, knees open wide. Butterfly stretch. You can pull your straps, your ankles, you can push your knees away from you, whatever feels good to open up those inner thighs and hips. In through the nose, out through the mouth with our breath. Okay, I'm gonna extend my legs up one more time towards the ceiling. Again, give them a nice little pull, nice little stretch. I'm letting my butt lift slightly up to stretch out my back as well. Okay, then I'm gonna take my straps off of my feet, hang them back up onto the pegs. We can sit ourselves off to the sides, and then once we do so, we are all finished with that class. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day.